All right, guys. This is Tony from CTN over here. Just want to touch base with you guys and talk about something that I actually think, if you're a trader, you're probably gonna like, and you're probably already familiarized with this, particularly if you've done forex or stock trading or anything like that before. We're gonna be talking about Bitcoin futures. How do they work? Where you can buy them? They're not available everywhere, not yet. It's gonna become more and more mainstream because it's a very cool way for actually exchanges to make money of. Anyways, guys, so let's talk about Bitcoin first. When you're buying Bitcoin, unless you're actually buying Bitcoin because you like Bitcoin, because you like the tech behind Bitcoin, because you like the Bitcoin network, because you like the Bitcoin brand, because you think Bitcoin is digital gold. Unless you're buying Bitcoin for any of those reasons, you're probably buying Bitcoin because you want to sell Bitcoin at a higher profit in X amount of time, right? Because you're playing the market, you're essentially gambling. You're buying Bitcoins with the hopes that someone else is going to buy them from you at a higher price in X amount of time. There's a big chunk of the crypto community that is just buying crypto because of this reason, because they just want to speculate, right? I think there's more value to crypto than this, but I'm trying to be realistic here. There's a lot of people that are just plain speculators in this big ass market that crypto is, right? So Bitcoin, we can agree that is in part just a big gamble. At least if you buy Bitcoin for this reason. So what exactly are Bitcoin futures? So Bitcoin futures are essentially I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a whole new level of gambling. It is like the next evolution and the next step in crypto gambling. And it kind of like resembles stock options, right? And if you've heard about stock options before, this is going to sound very familiar. So Bitcoin futures are essentially bets. You're betting that the price of Bitcoin is going to go up or down in a specific period of time. That's all you're doing when you're buying or selling Bitcoin futures. When you're holding Bitcoin because you want to sell it to someone else, you're still gambling, right? You're still betting on the price of Bitcoin going up. But you can't make money off Bitcoin if it goes down. With Bitcoin futures, you can actually make money if the price of Bitcoin goes down, because all you're doing is you're essentially buying a contract that says, all right, I'm going to put X amount of money now into a specific contract that says, all right, in 3 months, I'm going to buy or sell Bitcoin for this amount. If I can sell it for this amount, I'm going to make X amount of profit. That's what Bitcoin futures are. You're essentially buying or selling Bitcoin because you think you're going to be able to make a profit. You're going to be able to make a profit based on market speculation. Personally, I think that stock options are already very hard to gamble with, mainly because unless you're inside a company, it's very hard to actually understand what's happening internally, unless there's some massive leak, or unless if Apple says, all right, we're going to be announcing the new iPhone in 1 month. Well, you can probably kind of see, all right, Apple stock is probably going to go up if the iPhone's cool. You can kind of like gamble that way. But with crypto, I mean, thing is so random that you're essentially, I mean, the way I see this, it is 100% gambling. I mean, there are patterns, and you can make patterns and estimations. I mean, hell, we bring you guys daily updates or weekly updates on market prices, on market analysis, and we try to build trends for you guys. But there's no way for us to actually know, okay, this is going to happen for sure. I mean, there's no way. It doesn't matter who you're listening to. They don't know. And, Peter Schiff can say, oh, Bitcoin's going to go down to 1,000. He has no clue. He's just betting. All right, and this is what Bitcoin futures are. And let's actually read. So we posted an article on CTN probably yesterday or something like that on Bitcoin futures and how they actually work, where you can buy them. Let's just go over it real quick. And I strongly suggest you to check it out. It's available for everyone, not just pro members. Non-pro users can also read it. It's extremely insightful. I strongly suggest to check it out. It will be linked in the description below. So what exactly are Bitcoin futures? Futures are financial contracts in which you agree to buy or sell an asset for a specific price on a specific date. So I'm gonna give you an example. Say that the price. So in fact, we can actually take a look here. The price of Bitcoin is $7,000, $7,368 today. If I were to buy a Bitcoin future that says, okay, what day is it today? It is December 3rd. If I were to buy a Bitcoin future that says, okay, I am going to buy Bitcoin at today's market price, and I'm going to long it. When you're buying a future contract, the common name is to be longing Bitcoin. If you're actually buying a sell order contract, you're actually shorting Bitcoin. And I'm just going to give you an example. If I were to actually be longing Bitcoin, if I were to actually buy a contract that says, okay, I'm going to be buying Bitcoin today at $7,000, and then December 13th, in 10 days, I'm going to actually sell it for $12,000. I think the market price is going to go up, and if in that 10-day period the market price actually hits $12,000, I make profit, right? I mean, I would actually be making a $2,000 profit, right? I get my original 10K investment plus the extra $2,000. It is for sure a goddamn hard bet to be gambling on. I mean, if you got spare cash, that's great, but of course you can never be so sure with Bitcoin today. I mean, let's actually take a look at the last month. The thing actually went from, oh, this is Ethereum, Bitcoin. The thing went in the last month from 9.3K. Okay, great. I did not mean to do that. The thing went from 7 days, a month, from 1 month, $9,000 to $7,000 to 7.5. 6 months. The thing went from 7.9 up until, July was 11.4. It keeps dropping. 10, 9. I mean, you can't see what I'm saying, right? I mean, it's very hard to actually measure in a 10-day gap what's going to happen. Particularly in crypto. I mean, this thing is so volatile. You can never be so sure. So I think I covered what Bitcoin futures are. I'm going to just touch base real quick on some places where you can actually buy Bitcoin futures. Most popular exchange is probably Backed, which interestingly enough is actually backed by the New York Stock Exchange. OKEx is also pretty big. BitMEX is probably the biggest one in Mexico. If you're interested in these sort of gambling practices, then check it out. I mean, it's for sure a very risky thing to do, but it's also it has a very high ROI. I mean, if you want to really make money trading, futures are great. Now, just be aware that the opportunity to lose money is just as great, or just as high as the opportunity to buy or to make money. Anyways, hopefully you found this video insightful. I strongly suggest you to actually check out the article. It's extremely insightful. And just drop in the comments below if you have any questions or concerns or anything. We'll be happy to help you out. See you soon.